Varya and her brother Arseny are left all alone when their grandmother, with whom they have lived in the village all their lives, dies. The children are taken to an orphanage, from where they are taken by Oleg and Inga, a married couple of wealthy architects. Impressed by the luxurious house in which he will live, and the prospects of going to study abroad, Arseny does not notice that there is something strange and sinister going on around his sister Varya. Inga and Oleg are obviously hiding something. And in addition, in the house materializes a creepy ghost, who followed the children from their old home. Russian horror is a thing quite specific and as if cursed by the first official domestic horror film, Dead Daughters by Pavel Rumenov, which seemed to have everything you need to conquer its audience, except for the intelligibility, both visual and dramaturgical. Years later, Queen of Spades showed that Russian filmmakers can make if not original, but quite competitive genre cinema, and subsequently the producers of this film released several more nice horror films, including Paranormal Drive and Bride. Nevertheless, the main problem of Russian horror films has not yet been defeated. Seems like Russian filmmakers are living in the anecdote about the tank factory. Whatever they shoot, almost always turns out something in the spirit of Tarkovsky and Norstein, slow, thoughtful, even sedate, replacing the real horror viscous atmosphere. But you can't make a genre cinema on atmosphere alone. You need ideas, plots, characters, stories, and most importantly, you need people who are able and willing to tell these stories, not being ashamed of the genre they work in and understanding its laws and rules. Unfortunately, Housekeeper was built wrong from the very beginning, at the stage of the script, because it has no main character. At first it seems that this is a movie about Varya, then her brother Arseny briefly comes to the fore, after which the authors put Oleg and Inga in the center of events, until it turns out that the protagonist here is the ghostly housekeeper, who for the first half of the film shyly hides in the shadows, but in the climax takes all the action on himself, while the human characters do almost nothing. This is not a very good decision, which does not allow to connect the viewer to the story and its characters on the level of emotions, and this connection Housekeeper needs incredibly. Like many other Russian horror films, it is a film unhurried, contemplative, not always lucid, with a claim to the spirit of slow burner, but it does not capture and does not engage, because this plot fog does not glow with inner passions. Even the actors play dryly, discreetly, and the director and cameraman build the visual solution on cold, detached, often static plans. It is movie, which is stylish and beautiful on the outside, but frozen from inside, leaving indifferent, and even the fire that breaks free in the climax is unable to melt this ice.